What is up, YouTubers? Um, I've watched a couple videos. Well, I've watched several videos this week, and you know, it. I hope a couple of them's not going to get upset with me for calling them out. But I watched H&H video, and I watched one of the toothpicks video where I could tell he was kind of down and out, and I think that, uh, as much as I hate to say it and bring this up about the eclipse, but I think we're in a time that we're all in a, and I think about this stuff all the time. We're in a, it's like we're just sitting there, kind of dangling in time. I don't know how else to explain it. I've noticed, you know, several people just seem like, they're more methodical. They think about things more. I think, don't get in a hurry to do anything. My business has kind of, the water's pretty much shut off. Um, and I really like to blame the powers to be, but that's another video. I really need to focus on these other, I feel you guys' pain. I feel everybody's pain. There's several people out there that's hurting. I'm hurting. When you can't pay your bills, and you don't know where the next dollar's going to come from for groceries, and I think it's the what they have planned for us. But excuse me, guys. Keep the faith, guys. Don't get down and out. And if you can, do like H&H said, go out there and buy one or two canned goods every week you buy. Just buy one extra, and you would be surprised at what you got. Same way with water. Those of you that drink, cut out the beers. Start taking that money, putting it towards water. I don't drink enough that matters. I've got a buddy that drinks it like it's water. And he's one of the world's worst. Well, how can you afford this stuff? Well, you cut out the beers, you cut out a few things. It's going to be your survival. And I think that's what we're all in right now. I think because we're all unsure of what way things are going, we're all, this, I feel, was supposed to be a new beginning, or it is a new beginning for us. And that's why I think some of us are maybe a little bit more susceptible to what's going on. I think we're in that we're searching. God wants you to follow your destiny. I'll put it that way. And um, am I saying the right things? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there, guys. I know we all focus on tools and things, and the last couple of months here, I haven't, I haven't done a whole lot of the videos and things, and this is just something I felt needed to put out there. And I've been watching several different people's videos, and I can see the heartache. I can see the you know you're like a hamster in a wheel, or what, we're like a hamster in a wheel. We're just sitting there spinning our wheels and nothing's happening. You're not getting ahead. You're not, but it's not you guys' fault. It's designed. That's what they want. They want you to be on the hamster wheel. That's the only way I know how to explain it. but I think things are starting to happen, and I don't think that it's always going to be that way. Um, the only thing I know to do is tell you to hang in there, guys. That's hard for me to say because I'm drowning. I'll be the first to tell you. It don't matter what I seem to, what direction I go. It just I get kicked in the teeth, and the only thing I really have is my faith, and that's what I get from God. What He's telling me. He said, don't lose the faith. You're going to have to be strong. This is time that you're going to have to be strong. And I know there's guys out there that don't believe in God, and that's fine. Um, this is just for people in general. Please be prepared. Have food and water put back. Um, you know, don't focus on um, the material things, I guess, and that's hard for me to say because I mean, you've seen my toolbox, you've seen my cars and things, and I'm a very, as much as I hate to say it, I fell into the materialistic lifestyle, and I'm kind of wondering if that's not all going to go away for some of us. Um, I don't think that it was meant to be that way. I don't think God wanted us to work all our lives, and just sweat and work and end up with nothing. And I've seen it happen to my folks. I've seen it happen to others, and they don't get to enjoy their life. And that's what I'm thinking. Enjoy your life. And that's what I told my wife the other day. I think, or I feel that maybe the American people or the universe, maybe we all should have been a little more selfish and thought about ourselves more rather than the grind. All of uh, the higher ups. I'll put it that way. You know, they're sitting there and reaping our rewards, and it shouldn't be that way. We should be helping one another, and we should all be out partying together, having a good time. We wasn't meant to work our fingers to the bone in that. This is all by design. And, that may be why I'm putting this video out there. Like I said, I watched a couple videos the other day, and man, it made me think, um, and I truly believe that God don't want us to suffer, and that's why some of us are kind of dormant right now. We don't know what direction we're going. We don't know, you know, heads from tails. I'll just put it that way. And don't be discouraged. That's the only thing I know to tell you guys. And it's hard for me to say that. Um, and like I said, I was to the point where I even let the videos go by the wayside because you know uh, I was letting everything get to me. And I really didn't. I told you guys that I wanted to be a positive. My videos were going to be more positive, and I didn't want to bring it out there to you guys. And then I seen a couple of them that it just it made me think. Um, and I know there's a lot more people out there in worse shape than I am. And that's what I don't. Uh, it's just I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like time, in my opinion, has stopped or slowed down. Um, and it's almost like the universe is trying to restart itself, or it's, I don't know. I don't know what tomorrow brings. As long as we wake up and we're all still alive, I guess that's all you can expect. The material things, and I just had to kind of back up and stop worrying about the bills. They're going to be there tomorrow, and if they get paid, great. If they don't, great. Uh, you know, don't work yourself or worry yourself to death. Enjoy life. Um, you know, and that's where I say, be a little selfish for yourself. Um, that if nothing else, that's all you have. Um, you know, it's time for us to stop and smell the roses, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's just so much going on in the world, and I think it's all a big matrix. I think it's all put out there. It's all, and the only thing, and I don't watch that much TV, and for those of you that do, the only thing I can say is you really need to walk away from it sometimes. Um, they're programming you. You can take it for what you want, and that I'm just putting this video out there. I really feel that we need to get back to the basics. We used to go say hey to our neighbors. We helped one another out. Um, you know, my dad and the next door neighbor went fishing, took us kids fishing. Uh, we done a lot of things together as a neighborhood. Um, and that's the only thing I'm saying. Maybe you could initiate it. Go out there and have barbecues. Get to know your neighbors. Um, our neighborhood used to do it. It's got to the point to where we come in, we say hey, and go on. Um, and God don't want that. We're all human beings, and we're all um, we've got our different talents, and if we can come together as a community and then come together as a nation, I think we can change some things. And uh, I think as long as they keep trying to divide and conquer, we're not gonna to gain a thing. And it don't have anything to do with color, religion, anything like that. I think it has to do with us as people. We have the option to change it, and we've got a chance to change it. Um, Whether or not we do, and what I'm seeing is a lot of this race stuff and that, and I hate bringing it up. In my opinion, it's a deal to get us more divided. There are certain people out there that want to divide this nation up because, like I said, divide and conquer. Once they can conquer the nation and that, it's just like everything else they've done. And we need to get past skin color, where people come from. We just need to stick together as human beings and not be so prejudge. That's the first thing. We have a habit of prejudge, and you go into any kindergarten class or any class that you watch little kids and see how they are. None of them know what color, what religion, what each other is, up until somebody tells them to be that way. And we were put on this earth to get along. That's what God wants. He wants unity. He wants us to get along. And the powers to be don't want that. They want us to fight. They want us to, you know, basically just, they want to be in control of everything. And they want you to, you know, work your fingers to the bone. And they don't want you, as long as you're doing that and making them wealthy, um, then they can control you. Um, you know, and like I said, I've worked my tail off, and this is my second go around. And you know, I fell into the material things, and you know, this is my second go around. And like I said, I I can't see where that I've done anything wrong to where I shouldn't be more successful than what I am. And you know, it's always up to them what you whether you get a loan or whether, and it shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't. You're your own human being. You're your own man. You know, you're not supposed to be taxed on your labors. It tells you that in the Bible. Um, it's just, you know, and I'm in, like I said, I'm in one of them moods today, and I thought it needed to be said. And like I watched some videos, and I could tell some other people was kind of in the same realm or in the same mood that I was, and I just thought it needed to be said and put out there. You know, we're living in a time that I truly do believe that we can go up to a higher level. I think we're too good to be at the level we are, and I think if we, you know, walk away from the boob tube and maybe once in a while pick up a book and read it. And I hate to read, you know, but I'm training myself. I'm training myself to get that knowledge. You know, and that's what I suggest to everybody. Whether it's the Bible, whether it's, you know, something you like about cars, whatever. Um, but like I said, I feel we're being programmed, and I wonder sometimes if that ain't what, you know, brings the negative out in us. We're feeling all that negative energy, and you know, I try to have more of a positive attitude, and it's hard, people. I mean, when you feel that you're failing at everything you've done, but that's what they want you to believe. And by no means am I a failure. You know, I have done, I feel, great things, and that's what we need to keep telling ourselves. We are great people. We are, you know, we have our own talents, and we're all great. Um, you know, you got to bring out your inner self, and sometimes I kind of wonder if that ain't what they've done to some of us. That, you know, they've robbed that. You know, and I had a friend that, you know, when she'd come to work, she was all bubbly, and she was that all the time. And you know, to look at her, you would think that her world is going great, and you would, you know, I and her kind of got close, and we talked to one another and stuff. And she'd tell me about a few of her problems, and I said, how do you get through it? And she said, well, a lot of it is my positive attitude. She said, I've made my mind up that I'm not going to worry about it. She said, it's material things, it's, you know, bills and that. She said, is it going to be there tomorrow? She said, if you answer yes, she said, then why are you worrying about it? She said, you know, let it work itself out. She said, you have no control over that, and you can worry and you can fret on it, but she said it's only going to put you in an early grave. And you know, she had a valid point. She was a very positive person. And I know it's hard sometimes, guys. You know, a lot of times um, we take the responsibility of the family, which I don't have, you know, that as family as kids, but You know what I'm trying to say? You know, we take a lot on our shoulders. You know, we worry about, you know, the ones of us that are a business for ourselves. We worry about the bills. We worry about how what's going to get paid. You know, whether the Snap-on guy is going to get paid this week or the Visa payment or whatever. Um, you know, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it because I know I've put myself in that position. But when it comes down to it and you're working your tail off and you're doing what it takes, and it still takes more to be able to cover the bills and things, there's something definitely wrong. If you're that truck driver out there running the roads and you're doing everything it takes and you're breaking easy, there's something wrong. Or easy, even I should say, not easy. I get carried away when I get to talking. I just feel that there's better things out there for us. And I know things right now are a hard time because everybody I've talked to uh, is having that problem. And, you know, there's a lot going on in this world. I know we've got a president that we all need to think positive, pray positive thoughts for him, and hopefully he's going to take care of business because from what I see, and I'm not talking about all the propaganda and the fake news as he says on TV, I think he's cleaning the swamp, and I think that's what they're worried about because he's draining it, and he's draining it in his own way. And you know, of course, they have to have the news media and things out there to give positive. And normally I don't go, you know, want to get talking about politics, and I know it's probably going to make some of you mad, but he is our president. You know, we supported Barack Obama. It's time for you guys to step up and support Mr. Trump, and I think we'll be good as a nation. Um, if we don't, I think God is going to turn his back on us, and I really think, you know, we have a chance to change this nation if we just do it, guys. Um, but still, in my opinion, and I can't stress this enough, and I don't know why I'm stressing it enough, still buy them canned goods, buy that water, have some food back, have extra gasoline for your lawnmower, whatever, because you don't know, there's going to be a time that you might need that. And you're not going to be able to run to the gas pump or the Walmart or the whatever. You know, it's just a time of hard times right now. Um, people don't. I'm seeing people's not spending money like you know, because you know the shop that was up where I was at, you know, they've totally closed their shop and moved to a way smaller building. I mean, I think I have more room here at my shop than they do. My neighbor went to look at their air conditioner, and he said the place is just run down. The air conditioner, you know, he said it's going to cost them way too much to fix the air conditioner. And you know, he said the guy was like, well, man, I can't do it. You know, he said things are slow. So that kind of made me feel that, you know, I'm not doing anything wrong. I think it's just everybody in general is hurting right now. I think a lot of people are holding on to their money, seeing what's going to happen. And, you know, whether they're going to pull the plug on the money situation, I don't know. But that's the other thing. Please get gold and silver if you can do it. Get gold and silver. Uh, you know, I done the prep video. I don't know if I'll do any more. I may. I just done that because it was something I thought needed to be out there. Um, I was, I thought if nothing else, um, I could start doing them, and the tools. I just I haven't bought any tools. I haven't, once a week I run into town and pay the Snap-on guy, what I can. Um, it's hard right now. Like I said, I've about used up all my retirement. Um, you know, it's just one of them things that, thank goodness, I had some stuff put back. But it's very disheartening to where you work all your life and you see that you're selling the stuff for pennies on the dollar. My wife had sold things and that, and so have I. And it's just like your life's um, for sale. And you work your ass off, and you bust your ass, and it don't seem like you're gaining anything. And I think that's the like I said, I think that's the master plan. I think that once they do that, that it's divide and conquer. Um, it's really hard when you see other people doing videos, and that they're thinking the same way you're thinking, and you know maybe that's what it is. We're all the ones of us that are getting prepared and stuff. We've got somebody that has our back. I feel most of my friends that are on YouTube and stuff have my back, and that's the main thing. That means more to me than material thing. If you got my back, I'm gonna fight for you. I'll die for you. Um, it's very, very serious, people. And I know there's people out there that's going to laugh and tee hee because I've had it. I've got friends that, I have a couple of them that they don't come around me anymore because, I'm a nutcase. I'm prepping, they don't want to be associated with me. The government might, get their names. Um, I don't want to associate with you. You might bring something, and that's fine, uh, but I guarantee they'll be the first ones standing at the door begging for food or crumbs. And I've told a couple of them, I said, don't even bother coming because I'll put a bullet in your head. You think it's a big joke, and you think that you're gonna reap the rewards. Well, we've been buddies all at. I can't believe you'd say something like that. I said, survival of the fittest. I guess you should have thought about that. And I guarantee they'll be the first ones here. That's a little harsh to say, um, but when it comes down to food and that, people will turn on you, and they'll take what you have. And that's why I was afraid to do the video, because now I've put myself out there. But hopefully I'll be in my bug out bag and gone, and be in an area that I'm not going to have to worry too much of where people are. Um, it's one of them things, and that's all I got to say is just be prepared. Maybe I've went a little too long on this video. I just, it's something I thought needed to be said, and like I said, I know there's a lot of people out there, they're aching right now. Their hearts are aching. They don't know what direction they want to go. Um, I understand. You've worked your ass off, and it's not gaining you a thing. You're breaking even. I understand. I know where you're coming from. Um, but just remember, you have your soul. You've got your hands, and you know we'll be okay. We'll survive it, guys. Um, you know, if anybody needs any guidance or help, you know, I'm here. Um, you know, it's we're living in some times that, like I said, my heart just, and I see things that, you know, it shouldn't be this way. God never intended it to be this way, and there's people out there that's taking pleasure in, you know, what they're doing, and they think it's funny. You know, it's a game to them. But, you know, bottom line is, um, you know, we all have our religions or not. You know, I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't had my faith. Um, you know, he's guided me through some pretty rough times, and I think it's going to get a lot rougher. And you better have or be prepared because, you know, like I said the other day, you're going to have to do some things that you thought you may never have to do, and you may have to stick together, you know, as a group. And you know, that's that's going to be the hard part is if you have to turn away somebody that you know you've been friends with or a family member that um, you know there's just a lot of stuff that you're going to have to search and find it out for yourself. But hopefully we won't have to go through that. Maybe we can get this everything back, you know, and not be such a negative nation. And you know, you turn on the TV and that's all that's fed at you every day. Something's going on. This has happened. That's happened. This has happened. And I've got to the point where most of the time I come out here and spend my time in my shop, uh, try to do what I can or research stuff on the internet. Um, you know, I got a lot of time now because, you know, I'm not being able to pay my bills. So, you know, what difference does it make, you know? And that's, I know a lot of others it's that way. Why should I even try, you know? Uh, Other people are being lazy and just kick back, you know, they don't worry about it. So why should you? Well, you know, if we all did that, um, then they've won. And I'm not going to let them win. Uh, they can't win. You know, we're on the winning team, guys. So don't let them fool you. They think that they're on top, but their rug's just about ready to be pulled out from under them. I've said enough. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a blessed day. Um, God bless everybody. Um, and just hang in there for those of you that are hurting. Like I said, I know the hurt. Just be strong, and we'll all get through this together. And have a great day, what's left of it, and we'll see you in the next video.